All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kadash. Double honors to all the elders and apostles, GMS, the top Miss Truth. Peace and Shalom to my fellow Akim that are pushing this truth with honesty and sincerity. Shalom. It says new data from Moderna Inc.'s large Crown Royal Vanessa trial shows that the protection it offers wanes over time, supporting a case for new booster doses, the company said in a news release on Wednesday. Now, this article here is probably about a week old. I had to save it in my queue, and that's because today the FDA approved the boosters. So we're just going to get into that, and we're also going to get into like Nicki Minaj, the statements that she said, and just as I was looking for scriptures to post in my feed, let me back out in my feed. Let's see if we'll be able, if it's still there. Which I doubt. Let's see if it's still there. Yeah, Kyrie Irving, and it's talking about Andrew Wiggins don't want to dance with Vanessa, and so a smear campaign is coming for all those, man, for all those that go against the grain. But anyway, we'll continue. It says new data from Moderna Inc. large CV-19 and Vanessa trial show that the protection it offers wanes over time, supporting the case for boosters doses, the company said in a news release on Wednesday. This is only one estimate, but we do believe this means as you look toward the fall and winter, at a minimum, we expect the estimated impact of waning immunity could be 600,000 additional cases of the pandemic. Moderna President Stephen Hodge said on a conference call with investors. Hodge did not project how many of the cases would be severe, but said some would require hospitalization. And how the hell would he know this? All right, but anyway, the data stands in stark contrast with data from several recent studies that suggested Moderna's Vanessa protection lasts longer than a similar shot from Pfizer Inc. and German partner BioNTech. Experts said the difference is likely due to Moderna's higher dose of here, and this is something that they don't talk about, man. The experts say the difference is likely due to Moderna's higher dosage of messenger RNA or mRNA and the slightly longer interval between the first and second shots. Both Vanessa's proved to be exceedingly effective in preventing illness in large phases, 3 studies. But again, you got people that are getting this, that are taking this, and still getting sick. All right, and look, this is an old article, a very old article that I see August that I've said, well, a month old, but not very old. It says the Vanessa are worried and scientists don't have the answers. And we're just gonna go over this real quick. It says tell us what is the data can't. Vanessa people appear to be getting the pandemic at a surprisingly high rate, but exactly how often isn't clear, nor is it certain how likely they are to spread the pandemic to others. Though it is evident Vanessa still provides powerful protection against the pandemic, there is growing concern that the Vanessa people may be more vulnerable to serious illness than previously thought. So the people are all over the place, man, with this shit. All right, it failed miserably, which is why they're gonna just have to end up eventually coming in with the sword, man, and forcing people to do this. Now we're not gonna go over this whole thing, but this just came up, and I thought I would link the two together because here it said that you wouldn't get ill. They've changed the narrative so many times. They changed the narrative. The first narrative was that if you want things to go back to normal, then dancing with Vanessa would make everything go back to normal. All right, so the people decided to dance with Vanessa, And now some of the people that dance with Vanessa are still getting sick. All right. Not only are they getting sick, but some of them are dying. Okay. And they say that, okay, if you dance with Vanessa, you have to go back to putting your mask back on. And we're sorry, everything's not going to go back to normal. You have to go back to putting your mask on. And now they're saying that if you're taking this, you won't get sick. Now it's okay, you won't get as sick. Now it's saying that now it went from you won't get as sick to now you need a booster. So let's go into the video where where it was approved today, despite the callbacks and all this other shit, just to show you that these people don't give a damn. Just to show you that the people don't give a damn about you, man. They're gonna push forward with their agenda no matter what. Let me see here. Yeah, right here.
Veterans, did you know nearly all COVID-19 deaths and hospitalizations occur among unvaccinated people?
That's a lie.
Regulators said that people over 65 or at high risk of severe COVID-19 were eligible for an extra shot, setting up a staggered national booster campaign. Washington. After weeks of internal strife at the Food and Drug Administration, the agency on Wednesday authorized people over 65 who had received Pfizer-BioNTech's coronavirus vaccine to get a booster shot at least 6 months after their second injection. The FDA also authorized booster shots for adult Pfizer-BioNTech recipients who are at high risk of becoming severely ill with COVID-19 or are at risk of serious complications from the disease due to frequent exposure to the coronavirus at their jobs. The authorization sets up what is likely to be a staggered campaign to deliver the shots, starting with the most vulnerable Americans. It opens the way for possibly tens of millions of vaccinated people to receive boosters at pharmacies, health clinics, doctors' offices, and elsewhere. Roughly 22 million Americans are at least 6 months past their second dose of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. About half of them are 65 and older. Millions of Americans who received the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines are still waiting to learn whether they, too, can get boosters. The FDA's decision will be followed as soon as Thursday by a recommendation from the CDC, which issues guidance on vaccine policy for clinicians and public health officials throughout the United States. An advisory committee of the CDC is now in the midst of a 2-day meeting on the issue. But even if the CDC takes a different stance, healthcare providers are now authorized to offer third shots to Pfizer-BioNTech recipients who meet the FDA's eligibility criteria. The ruling followed weeks of internal disagreement at the FDA, where some vaccine regulators openly challenged the idea of offering booster shots to the general population.
And that goes into that kingdom divided, man. And ultimately, Babylon is through in this place. But you see, they're setting a record, or they're setting the stage for all these different booster shots. Okay, 3 months, 3 months apart. And watch, you're going to see people still getting sick and getting ill. All right. And let me bring out my first scripture, man, because wisdom is going to keep you afloat in these times, man. All right, because it's getting ready to come down hard, man. And we all know this, and this is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure, and we fear the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right, a lot of people don't have the wisdom of the scriptures or of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Don't understand what time it is that we're dealing in, man. Blinded by the football, blinded by the women and the madness, okay? And ultimately, what's getting ready to happen is Esau is getting ready to come down with great wrath, man. And this is part of his wrath. All right. So we men of the Lord willing that we are the men, and Lord willing that we are the number of the elect, as brothers and sisters that are pushing the Lord's name with our honesty and sincerity. We understand what time it is, man. And because of the wisdom of the scriptures and from what the elders and apostles have taught us, we know this man's playbook. And we know that we shouldn't be involved in this shit. All right. So you had a lot of people to run out here and take this shit and thinking that they're good, and they have to go back to wearing the mask. You have to go back to 6 feet apart. And now you're getting ready to have to get in line to get a third one. Because if you don't have the third one, then you're labeled as unvanessa, despite you having the previous two. Okay, so by the time this shit is gonna be over with, your arm gonna look like Swiss cheese, man. All right, and what they're gonna do is people are gonna get tired of it. And what they're gonna do is, well, here, just put this inside your body. Put this Biz Marquee inside your body, and you'll be good. We'll be able to detect when or who has, the illness, and the medicine will be able to do it on its own. All right, and so that was our first scripture, and so now let's get into this whole COVID passport thing. As the world fights against deadly pandemic, there is another related problem that's been brewing. Pandemic problem that's been brewing. The black market of fake Vanessa certificates is posing a major threat. The market has grown over 10 times in 29 countries. Out of the 9 countries are new: Australia, Brazil, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Portugal, Singapore, Thailand, and so we see them setting the tone, man. At first, it was fake. It was fake. The fake cards. Now they're coming up with the fake passports. All right, and you see the picture of it had the what is it? The IU. I forgot what it's called. The UA scan or whatever. That's what everything is moving into, man. When you go down and sit into a restaurant, they have the scan where you scan it with your phone on the table. And then last week they just had in I think it's in California somewhere or Arizona somewhere. I'm tripping. It wasn't even last week. It was this week, to where they have the Amazon pay by hand. So they're setting the stage, man. All right, dollar's getting ready to collapse. They're setting the stage to enter with this mark of the beast, man. All right, especially with these fake passports and these fake fake cards. Okay, and if anyone goes against this, you're going to be labeled as an outsider, like Nicki Minaj. So we're just going to take a look into her comments on what she said the other day, and now they're attacking her so much to the point to where the White House wants to invite her in to talk about what she's been saying. I thought I had to pull it up. So let's. It says White House offered to answer Nicki Minaj's questions. Let me see. Just want to get down. It says Minaj tweeted Wednesday that the White House has invited me, and yes, I'm going. But a White House official said the rapper was simply offered a call. Let's see if we can just get into her comments, man. It says Minaj made headlines earlier this week when she noted in a tweet to her more than 22.6 million followers that the Met Gala required attendees to be Vanessa, and that she wouldn't dance with Vanessa until I feel I've done enough research. She later issued a tweet sharing an unverified story about a cousin's friend in Trinidad. Minaj asserted that the unidentified individual became impotent and his testicles became swollen after taking Vanessa. Let me see here. There's no evidence that it happens, nor is there any mechanistic reason to imagine that it would happen, he said. Look. I'm trying to find her tweet, because she basically said don't be forced. Let me see. She said don't be forced to take this, man. So let's try it again, man. Let's try it like this. Just real quick, man. Just see what she said. Yeah, she said my cousin in Trinidad won't get Vanessa because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen and his friend was weeks away from getting married. Now, now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bully. That's all she said, man. And now they're trying to fact check, and this is not happening, that's not happening, but they want to address the other shit that the people are getting sick and ill and dying from this, man. Okay? They won't touch that. But we are in those times, though, man. We are in those times. This is Isaiah 29 and 21. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproved in the gate, and turn aside the jest for a thing of not. Now she's being slandered all for her being a celebrity and her telling you to pray on this and not be bullied into a decision, or not to be forced by people to take this damn thing. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that, but this is where wisdom comes in at, man. All right, the wise, all right, the people of the Lord's elect, understand this devil's move. You know that we shouldn't be dealing with this. Isaiah 29 and 22. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not now be ashamed, neither shall his face wax pale. All right, no confusion. We understand what's going on. But when he seeth his children, the work of my hands in the midst of him, they shall sanctify my name and sanctify the Holy One of Jacob, and shall fear the God of Israel. And that's what we do, man. All right, we fear the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, and we are proclaiming the Lord's name in this man's kingdom and telling our people that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is not with any of Esau's antics, man. Okay, not when he's not feeling or not dealing with any of his antics. And I have a real short video from Veritas, real quick, about this FDA worker. Brothers are doing videos on it real quick. This is just a quick snippet on what he thinks about you Negroes, man.
It's Taylor Lee. Yeah. Would you mind giving me a comment on some statements you've made?
I remember reading about how with COVID trials they were having issue recruiting African American people. And
Can't blame them.
I can't, but at the same time, like, blow dart.
If I was unvaccinated, would you, hypothetically, want to shoot me with a blow dart?
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about this. Thank you.
I understand you may not want to talk about this, but this is your opportunity to speak.
There needs to be a registry of the people who aren't vaccinated. Although that's sounding very Germany.
The Germany that you're thinking of is in
Nazi Germany. I mean, think about it like the Jewish star.
Would you like to give some context to these statements?
So if they start handing out vaccines, I'm going to go door to door and stab everyone. Oh, it's just your booster shot. Stick your arm out.
exactly.
What's that? Oh, it's just a vitamin C shot.
I mean, you have nothing to say, you're just going to pack up and now leave? You're an employee of the FDA, and, sir, you're really just going to just scatter out? Classic, a scurry. Once someone sees their own statements, nothing to say.
Hey, the wicked flee with no man pursue it, man. All right, and that's what these niggas think about you, man. All right, but we've been taught wisdom. Okay, we've been taught wisdom, and we have the understanding, man, of what the hell was going on and what times we're in, man, and how to maneuver in this world. Okay, this is Proverbs 2. It says, "My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee," all right, keep the Lord's commandments and statutes within yourself, man, "so that thy incline thy ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and lifteth up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her," being wisdom, "as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then thou shalt understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of power." And we do, man. All right, we fear the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, which is why we move with wisdom. Okay, and this is not a wise movement. This is not a dancing with Vanessa is not a wise movement. All right, and we will be demonized and frowned upon. Okay, let's see if we can get back to that the Kyrie story, man. And this is just gonna be short, man. We're not gonna get into it. It says Warriors starting forward before the refuses to dance with Vanessa, and the team is concerned with his games. All right. Warriors forward Andrew Wiggins has not gotten Vanessa, with San Francisco mandating for indoors event. Wiggins may not be able to play home games. The Warriors tried to have a doctor convince Wiggins to dance with Vanessa, but he was unremoved. Look, man, a lot of people are not with this, man. Okay, Wiggins has opted not to get Vanessa in San Francisco, where the Warriors play. Complete Vanessa is required for indoor entertainment, such as NBA games. According to Simmons, it's believed that the NBA would grant Wiggins a religious exemption, but the city of San Francisco could override it. And look, that's what's coming down the pipe, man. All right, that's what's coming down. Did I have a Revelation? Yeah, there you go. Revelations 13. Let me see. Yeah, I'll start at 14. "And to deceive of them that dwell on the earth by those means of those miracles," which is a miracle. All right, a wonder drug that will make everything new, make everything go back to normal. All right, out of nowhere with the science and technology, which ye have power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Verse 15, "and had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed." And the image of the beast is his doctrine, his philosophy, its belief system. Okay, That's the image of the beast, man, not Cesare Borgia. And you're going to be shunned and labeled in this society, man. All right. That's just how it is, man. But again, applying wisdom and keeping the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as that strong tower, man. You'll be good, man. Discretion, verse 11, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. We understand that we're dealing with our enemy. We're understanding that it is against the law of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to have you to be pricked or to be cut on in the flesh, man. All right. There's remedies and herbs that you can take for these things, man. All right. We understand that this is the the beast system that we're in, man, and we understand ultimately what this man's goal is. Okay. So this was a lesson that's going into recent events, man, the agenda and what's getting ready to go down, man. All right. I think Biden has ordered like 500 million more doses or something like that. So we're in those times, man. All right. Stay on your watch, man, brothers and sisters, man. All right, and stay prayed up, man. Shalom.